can make up my mind. I know I'll probably have second thoughts when I finally figure it out. I feel like the whole entire world thinks I'm paranoid. They say never, but whatever, I just said it twice. Everyone's a contrarian, well, everyone except for me. I forgot to remember to remind myself to reconsider everything. And I'm still deciding if I could make up my mind. I know I'll probably have second thoughts when I finally figure it out. And I'm still deciding if I can make up my mind. I know I'll probably have second thoughts if I ever figure it out. I know I'll probably have everything is fine, nothing is wrong. Stop asking me if anything is wrong. Everything is fine, nothing's wrong. Everything is fine, nothing is wrong. Fine, everything's wrong. Everything is fine, nothing's wrong. Everything is fine, nothing is wrong. Fine, everything's wrong. Fine, everything's wrong. Fine, everything's wrong. I just wanna be on TV. I just wanna be on TV. It's hard being a celebrity, 'cause nobody's ever heard of me. I just wanna be on TV. I want everyone to know my name, then I'll complain about my fame when I finally get to be on TV. Yeah, I just want to be on TV. I just wanna be on your TV screen. You'll worship me. Even if there is a nuclear war, I still want to be adored. I just wanna be on TV. Even though it's the apocalypse, I'm ready for my close-up. Where's the script? I wanna be on TV. Yeah, I just wanna be on TV. I just wanna be on your TV screen. You'll worship me. It's such a shame the world's in flames, but it's my face in frame. I just wanna be on TV. I just wanna be on TV. I just wanna be on TV. I just want to be on TV. Nothing else matters to me. Yeah, I just wanna be on TV.
Hey, Whig!
was a double feature. Friday Night of the Living Dead. I walk with a zombie who takes us to the massacre. There's been a murder in the midnight movie matinee. Everybody's dead and no one knows what to say. There's been a murder in the midnight movie matinee. Yes, saw murder at the midnight monster movie matinee. It's okay. The revenge of the creature. It's alive. Frankenstein's a monster. Here we go. Whoa. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Amber Iris.
I love that song. I don't know why I have never realized that you say Frankenstein's the monster.
Yeah, Frankenstein's a monster. Here we go.
That is so great. I've listened to that song so many times and I have never realized that's what the lyrics are.
Yeah, that whole bridge or whatever is all Frankenstein stuff, you know? It's alive. I guess, I don't know, the revenge of the, maybe it's not. Most of those lyrics are, like the other parts of it, I just grabbed titles of old horror movies.
I love it. I love it. I love that you're like making sure to correct misunderstandings of the lore.
Yeah, songs. Frankenstein's a monster.
Here we go.
Oh, here we go.
I think that's important. I think it's, I don't know how people learn these days, but if it's through garage rock, that's totally acceptable. It'll be a question on the next SAT, probably.
If Frankenstein is the monster or the doctor.
And then what line comes next in the Baldwig song?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead and Venmo at Digital Slumber Party and put the Baldwig lyrics in the little description there. Let us know.
Oh, I can't wait for Halloween.
Halloween is just around the corner.
It is. It is. I thought it was tomorrow, and then I was like, no, there are 31 days in October.
Yeah, we still have 2 days.
Which is good, because I don't have my costume yet. But
it's going to be a good one.
It's going to be very niche, and we don't have many people in our neighborhood that we see who are like over the age of 10 for Halloween. Yeah. So they're not going to understand it.
I fought all of them.
You did. You wanted to. You were proud. But, definitely that 8-year-old.
They're not going to know. I don't know if we talked about it on this show, but I don't think so. You want to tell everybody your costume idea?
Sure. I'm going to be the werewolf from the first verse of Werewolves in London, which is a great song by Warren Zevon. It's so good. It's just basically it's a werewolf who's out in the rain, and he is has a Chinese restaurant menu in his hand. He's looking for a good place to get beef chow mein is the whole thing. So it's great. I'll have dinner available when we're giving out candy. I will be protected from any sort of inclement weather. I'll have a little umbrella. It'll be wonderful.
I like it. I like the idea of a costume that's so niche most people won't know what it is.
Yes.
And then a werewolf with a Chinese food menu.
What's the most niche? Have you ever gone as like a super niche character?
I don't think so. I've always done. I'm trying to think what. Not really. I did Cheech and Chong with a friend of mine. Yeah. It only seemed niche because he showed up like 3 hours late to the party. So I was just Chong, and people were like, I guess it's some kind of hippie, but then
He showed up. Said he looked more like Super Mario when he showed up.
Yeah.
So it didn't really help.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that made it a little bit niche. And then same friend, we did the Blues Brothers a couple years before that. But we showed up at the same time, but he knew everyone at the party. So he ended up like mingling. And I was standing around by myself. So I was just a dude wearing a suit and a hat alone.
Yeah.
And I just remember, and maybe I talked about this on the show before. I don't know. I remember at one point I was waiting for the bathroom, and it was like kind of near the living room area where everybody was hanging out, but it was like in the corner. And I was waiting for the bathroom, and somebody saw me, and they're like, "Oh, dude, you okay?" What? I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just waiting for the bathroom." It looked like I was just hiding in the corner. I guess.
Oh.
So I guess I did not look like I was having a good time. I was a grumpy blues brother.
I'm not surprised. But that's okay.
What was the most? This will be your most niche, right? Or have you done?
I think this will be my most niche. Once I went as Yoko Ono, and a friend of mine went as John Lennon. And so like she looked more like John Lennon than I looked like Yoko. But if she was having a conversation with anybody, I would just pull her away from the conversation. I'd just interrupt whatever they were talking about and pull her away so she couldn't finish discussing anything with them. So
I like that.
Yeah. What else have I gone as? I don't think I've done anything else to silly. I always wanted to go because we dressed up as the characters from Wayne's World last year.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to go as not Wayne or Garth from Wayne's World, like Wayne's ex-girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
The one who brings him the gun rack and is like obsessed with him. I love her. She's incredible.
Would you be holding a gun rack the whole
Obviously.
night?
It would be wrapped. Obviously.
It would be a gun rack that's wrapped.
Yeah. She doesn't open it. He has to open it. It's like find him through the party, give it to him. He has to have the interaction with her. But I went as Wayne instead, which is fine.
Yeah, you were a good Wayne.
Yeah, thanks.
I was Garth.
You were Garth. You also... It's so funny because I remember Wayne's World being one of the 3 movies that I watched on repeat when it's one of my earliest movie memories.
Yeah.
And I had such a crush on Garth. I had such a big crush on Garth. And then I remember I had a big crush on Mike Myers when he was in So I Married an Axe Murderer. And so you are just the quintessential combination of both of those. Also, you're the combo of Garth and Wayne put together. Like, that's you, 100%.
That movie shaped who I am as a human being.
Shaped who I married as a human being. It's crazy. It's crazy.
I don't know who I would be without Wayne's World.
You'd be a turtle, probably. Teenage Mutant.
Oh! I thought you were talking about Dana Carvey in Master of Disguise.
Oh no! Yeah, the movies that I loved when I was a kid, it was either going to be that or one of the Terminators from Terminator 2. So I think probably got the better of the two.
Every time I have to run, I do the T2.
You do the arms, yeah.
I do the T2 run.
And it's funny. It's just like he's running like a mechanical T-Rex because he runs so crazy. It's great though. I love it. What are you going to be for Halloween?
I don't know. I don't have any. I was going to do the. I briefly considered being the Long Legs guy, Nicolas Cage in the movie Long Legs. That just came out. But I don't know. I don't have anything for it. I didn't buy anything.
Yeah.
Warren Zevon.
Oh, that would be fun.
Warren Zevon.
That would be fun.
Werewolves in London.
It's so good.
I think that's how it goes.
It's so good.
Because it's the same as The same as Sweet Home Alabama. Anyway, maybe I'll be Warren Zevon.
I was telling Anthony that there's a line in that song that says "little old lady got mutilated late last night," and you should be that. That's even more niche than having a character from a verse. You just have a line. That's it. You be the little lady. I love it.
It's a great song.
It's such a good song.
So I'll be a mutilated old lady?
Little old lady, yeah. The kids will love it. Because it's like, you know, it seems vague enough that they don't know. They don't know.
How am I mutilated? Is it just blood on my face? Or
I don't know. Like mangled. Do like, pretend like your arm is missing, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's very vague about the mutilation.
Well, that's for your imagination.
He really glosses over it. Yeah, I guess you're supposed to imagine all the ways a little old lady could be mutilated late in the night. Yeah.
I mean, you know, her teeth could fall out.
Yeah.
Her hair could be askew. I don't know. I guess it defines what you think about mutilation. Like, what is mutilation, you know?
Yeah. Well, or I could go the other way with it. I could be the other werewolf in a later verse. The werewolf that he sees drinking a margarita at Trader Vic's.
Yeah, his hair was perfect.
It was perfect.
That's the other thing that he says.
You don't know the song. You're really missing out.
It's so weird. It just turns into like a
Halloween songs.
A weird stream of consciousness. He's just like remembering guys who have great hair. It's great.
His hair was perfect.
But he says it like he's mad.
Yeah.
Like he's like, God damn that werewolf. His hair. Spoiled again.
The problem with that costume is you have to be a werewolf with perfect hair. And how do you do that?
Hair.
Huh?
Hair. Be a werewolf.
You think if Warren Zevon saw me and I was a werewolf, he would say my hair is perfect?
I don't know about that.
Perfect?
I don't know.
Like he's angry at how good it looks?
You make a good point. You have okay hair.
My hair is fine. It's on my head, mostly. I have most of it.
Yeah, for now.
More than half of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think it'll be great. I love that song. It would be
such a good song.
Andrew said it would be a great cover for Bald Wig, and it would be.
I think it would be. I don't know if we'd have to do it faster or we just keep it. I mean, it's such a perfect song. I don't know what we could do to it.
Maybe you guys go the opposite direction. You guys do an acoustic version.
Oh, it's more slow.
Yeah, maybe not slow, but like an acoustic version. You know.
I lost.
You guys could do it like a mashup.
Sweet Home Alabama.
That's fun. I like it. That's where they're from. Originally, they're on vacation in London right now, just to get away from the election, you know? So they're just looking.
Werewolves in London, in parentheses, but originally from
from Sweet Home Alabama. Their sweet home is Alabama. Yes. I like it.
Alabama. Werewolves are from there. Sweet Home Alabama.
It's great. That's great. I I like it.
What else? What else is going on with you?
Nothing. I'm not working, so it's great.
Just hanging out
for a week. Yes, I have been living my dream. I've been sleeping and baking and delivering said baked goods to a neighbor who I'm going to tell you right now doesn't even know my name. She called me Autumn again.
Did she call again?
Yes.
Oh my God.
She knew it. Like I feel like she doesn't actually inherently know my name, so she says it a lot in text messages. And then she just at some point stopped and started calling me Autumn again.
Oh no.
And I was like, oh, okay. Okay, cool. So hopefully she's okay. Hopefully she's not going to get oh my gosh. Hopefully she doesn't get sick. Also, I have to share this story about the other night because it was the scariest story that has happened in a while. So for people who don't know, I am like ametophobic, so I do not like throwing up. I haven't done it.
It has a name? What is it called?
Ametophobia.
Ametophobia.
Yeah. So I haven't thrown up since I was like 8 years old. And I do pretty much everything in my power to avoid doing that. So that includes being hyper-vigilant about like spoiled foods because I don't ever want to get a bad strain of food poisoning. So the other night we were like trying to figure out what to do for dinner. And I was like, oh, I'm just going to make a salad. It'll be fine. So I make a salad and...
Delicious salad, by the way.
Yeah, well...
Loved it.
We'll see. But like, so we use this salad dressing, we use the rest of it that's in the refrigerator. And then I'm like, oh, perfect. We just have like another bottle of this in the cupboard. So I'll just get it out. I've already dressed my part of the salad. Anthony can dress his own with whatever is left. And then with the new bottle. And so he does that. And then we eat everything. And I have like a few bites of your salad. It's great. It's like basically the same thing. And then I was like looking at the website for the salad dressing. So I was like, oh, I wonder if they have like recipes or whatever. And in big letters on the first page, they're like, our salad dressing is made with fresh ingredients, so it must be refrigerated at all times. And I was like, must be refrigerated at all times? This salad dressing has been in the cabinet for a long time now. And I was like, oh my gosh, and then so I go and we get the salad dressing and it says it should have been refrigerated. It smells a little bit weird and it's
slightly funky, but not.
And I tell Anthony after he like literally 20 seconds after he has taken his last bite of food for dinner.
Immediately. I'm so full.
I'm like, I don't think that salad dressing was good. And then he just stands there and he looks off into the distance for like 25 seconds. He's like, oh boy. Oh no. I was like, I think I'm supposed to refrigerate that salad dressing. And I don't think I have. And I think it maybe is bad. Do you think you're going to get sick? And he's like, what? And I was like, yeah, I think you're going to get sick. Like, and I didn't tell you this because I didn't want to freak you out. But like the bottle was like a little bit swollen, I think, when I took it out of the cupboard. And so I start freaking out and I was like, oh my God, not only are we both going to get sick, but we only have one bathroom. So how are we going to manage this?
How are we both going to be puking?
I know, I was so scared. So then I was like, okay, well, while I have my wits about me, let me do what I can to like, sorry, there's a cat clawing the couch behind me. What can I do to prepare our space? And so I go through and I make sure that there's like nothing impeding our path to the bathroom. I make sure that there's no trash in the trash cans in case people have to. The trash cans are double bagged just in case somebody has to use it for one end or the other. I make sure the sink is clean and clear, and then I tell Anthony we're not going to go to bed at all tonight. We're going to stay up.
We're going to stay up and wait for it to hit.
We're going to do it.
Wait for that stomach flu to.
And then he and I both start Googling and like how long it takes for you to get sick from food poisoning. I don't know if you looked into it. I looked up botulism for fun. So we're not really...
botulism. It would have had to have been something with with chicken or something. Maybe
I think
seafood.
it's like,
I don't know how you get.
if it's poorly canned, like if it's poorly, that's usually where people get botulism from, is from poorly canned or expired canned goods. So anyway, guys, I basically poisoned Anthony a couple of nights. We're okay. Nothing happened, which was amazing. It was incredible. Nothing happened.
I've been preparing for that night for my whole life.
Yeah, you really have. Also, Andrew is telling me that I'm hypochondriacking, which I'm happy to hypochondriac versus anything else. I was hoping to God, and I was like, oh my God, I felt so bad. And then I thought about, I was like spiraling. I was like, what if we both get so sick that we can't drive each other to the ER, and then we're just like sick for days, and will the animals eat us? That's what I thought about. Will the animals eat us?
Benny would eat us, yeah.
Ow.
Ow.
That's what will happen.
We ate like a bad buffet. Salad.
I got so terribly scared. So this all to say, we're never eating a salad again.
Never touch
vegetables are just off of the list moving forward, because honestly, like, you know, like a pizza hasn't done this to us. Andrew said buy shelf stable salad dressing. Yeah, it's Andrew, let me tell you. On the bottle it said keep refrigerated. I just chose to ignore it. I was like trying to put stuff away, and I just put it in the cabinet.
Such a good dressing, though.
It's so fucking good. And luckily there's no like animal product in there. It's like a ginger carrot dressing. It's delicious. And there's a lot of vinegar in it, which I think is probably the thing that saved us.
It was only in the cabinet for like 2 days.
I was thinking about it. I don't think it was just 2 days.
Okay.
I think it was a couple of weeks. There are a lot of things that now different. I'm thinking about that I didn't want to tell you then. Like, I thought about it after you asked that question, because I was like, oh, I think it was just 2 days. Do you see her? There she is. But then I thought about it longer, and I was like, no, I think I bought that like 2 weeks ago.
Betty knows she's on camera, by the way. Just she was looking into the camera.
You know, she's a gorgeous bitch. Andrew said anything vinegar based is actually shelf stable, even if it says to refrigerate. I wish I had seen literally that line, that one sentence anywhere on the internet. Because, oh my God, I got so scared. I had a panic attack.
I just love that you got the whole apartment ready. I did. You double bagged every garbage can.
I did.
You set us up in the living room. You're like, we're not going to sleep. We're going to stay out here. We're going to watch movies all night. And this was at what, like, this was like 9:30 or something.
Yeah.
By 11:15, I was already falling asleep.
I know. It's so true.
I've never been so tired.
Oh my God. And we were doing our like scary movie marathon, and the movie that we watched was The Void, which if anybody has seen it, they know how just terribly disgusting The Void is.
Very
it's a
gruesome
movie.
And gory.
Yeah, it's very
and
like
weird.
The Thing / like Pinhead. Was that what his name was?
Hellraiser, yeah.
Hellraiser-ish, like very similar kind of themes and imagery, which normally I don't mind, but because I was in the middle of a severe panic attack, I was like, this is not doing it for me. I'm not having a great time with this.
We were living a real life horror movie.
We were, and you were basically falling asleep.
I think Benny has something to add.
What do you have, Benny?
I think Benny poisoned us.
No. Give credit where credit is due. It's always the wife. It's always the spouse. That is what watching, those true crime documentaries just showed me. Also, I have to apologize to your mom because she's watching. Also,
this
to the rest of your family watching. Oh, you would be so thin. Imagine if you had botulism, how thin you'd be.
Salad. But it worked out. I haven't gotten sick. I mean, I guess it could take a few days.
Yeah, so hopefully we're okay. But I've heard that anything that has vinegar in it is shelf stable, even if it says to refrigerate. And actually, from what I've heard, aka the Library of Andrew, the British don't refrigerate anything with vinegar. They also don't refrigerate butter or eggs. So,
So, I mean, can't be that bad.
Yeah, we're not worse than the Brits.
Yeah.
We're We're not a werewolf in London. I mean, ow.
So we're okay, but it was pretty touch and go.
Oh man! And then I needed to
Scarier than the Void.
It was very scary, much scarier than the Void, and I needed to calm down. So what did I put on? I put on this great movie from 1995, Casper, live action Casper.
Casper the Friendly. Is it called Casper the Friendly Ghost, or is it just Casper?
Just like Cher, Casper. That's it. Madonna.
I had never seen it. I watched the cartoon when I was a kid, but I had never seen the movie.
That's great.
I slept through a lot of it.
You did. You were very tired. Probably the bacteria had migrated to your brain.
Most
and
nights
you just
I can stay up
awake.
late. Yeah. I don't know. For some reason, you're like, we're staying up all night. And I was like,
Yeah, you were like, no, that's okay. I'm good.
I don't know.
But we're okay. Anyway,
We
that was
made
the
it.
scariest night of the month so far.
The
For me.
salad is not going to take me out.
Could you imagine if it did? You eating like room temperature day old pizza for
And I'll
most
do
of
it
your
again.
life. Yeah, I know you will.
Yeah.
Well, you have to. You have to maintain your immunity.
Yeah.
So
Sometimes
I
I
know.
forget to put the pizza in the fridge at night, and I'll still eat leftovers the next day.
you will. And I've only heard stories, but I've heard that you also would get a rotisserie chicken and leave it out all day and then eat it.
Okay. Here's
Oh, God.
I'd get a rotisserie chicken around, I don't know, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock maybe, before the supermarket would close. I get the rotisserie chicken, which I guess had already been out rotisserie
Rotisserie roasting. Yeah.
rotisserie roasting.
Yeah.
And so I'd get the rotisserie chicken. I would eat some of it for like normal dinner time, right? 7 o'clock, 7:30, something like that. Then I'd get ready to go out and do stand-up. This is when I was in New York. And I'd be out until, it depends. If it was a weeknight, maybe I'd get home around midnight or 1. If it was a weekend, I'd get home later than that. And then when I got home, so for a while I was putting it in the fridge, and then I'd come home and I'd eat the other half when I got home. But I don't like it. I don't like a lot of food when it's like refrigerator cold,
Yeah.
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 So then I started just putting it on top of the fridge
Oh,
when I
God,
went
that's
out.
almost worse because it's just warm enough for everything to just like, especially if it's cold in your apartment. Like if it was cold in a New York City apartment in the middle of winter, okay, you leave it out.
It wasn't really season specific, but yeah, I guess the winter time would be a better time. But I'd leave it on top of the fridge. I don't know why I would leave it on top of the fridge, but I would leave it there. And then I'd grab it when I came home, and then it was room temperature, which I liked more than it being cold from the fridge. And then I would eat the other half in bed while I watched Netflix or something.
I don't know how you can. I am too nervous to leave rice out more than like 3 hours.
I lived on the edge.
I guess your immune system is incredible. And there are a lot of times that I've been very sick and you've been like truly supporting me through it. And then you're like, and I'm always just counting down to when it's going to happen to you. And then it just never does. You just don't get sick. It's crazy. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's just, I don't know, 12-hour-old room temperature chicken.
When you grow up in New York City, you're immune to most diseases
Oh my
because
gosh.
because of how disgusting of a city it is and how you're exposed to every. I might have some kind of antibodies against Ebola at this point.
Ooh. That's pretty cool. Would you be interested in donating your body to science?
No,
Oh, okay. Well,
keeping it for myself.
there's a lot of animals running into the living room right now. Anyway, we were gonna listen to some Baldwig music because it's it's holiday. This is our holiday.
It's the holiday season.
Yeah.
What's a song that you
Time
like?
for grieving. What?
What Baldwig song do you like?
I like all of them. Can we do like a little like Edgar Allan Poe from the first album?
Yeah. Yeah. This is
take it way back.
Taking it back to last year. This is called
Take it
That's
back to
So Raven.
1830.
Nevermore.
Whatever. Yes.
Yeah, 18, yeah. Wait, I didn't hit this. Hold on, I need that. I gotta have my echo. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I ponder weak and weary, over many quaint and curious, volume of forgotten lore. While I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping. As if someone gently rapping at my chamber door. To some visitor I muttered, rapping at my chamber door. Only this, nothing more. Distinctly I remember. While I nodded, gently napping, suddenly there came a tapping. That's a raven nevermore. Thank you.
Oh man, what a great tune.
Oh, I keep dropping my picks. Yeah, that's a fun one. Little collaboration with Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah. I'm gonna see when he wrote that.
I had all of the, I had all the melodies and stuff. All that stuff was written, and I didn't have any lyrics. And then I just started singing the Raven.
Yeah.
And it
Great.
fit. I even had the I didn't know it was going to be tapping at the chamber door.
I love it.
But
it's so great.
It just fit there. Also, I've told you before, right? Until I was working on this song, I wasn't that familiar with I knew who Edgar Allan Poe was. I knew a few of the famous lines. But when I was reading it, I was like, Once Upon a Midnight Dreary. I was like, oh, Blues Traveler didn't write that. I thought that was Blues Traveler. When they go, once upon a midnight dreary, I thought they wrote that.
Great minds think
This whole
alike.
time.
Maybe they just coincidentally, I don't know, didn't read any English literature from 1845 to present. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows?
I don't know, but man, Blues Traveler really gave me the runaround with that one.
Ah.
I had no idea.
That's great. Well, you know what that means is that maybe enough time has passed that people will just think that you wrote this song.
Yeah.
They'll be like, wow, that's crazy. Is that Blues Traveler that he starts with?
Is he covering Blues Traveler, but like doing it different?
I like it.
What
It's
if
about a
Blues
bird.
Traveler was a garage rock band?
Ooh. Go ahead, try it.
I think it's that. Yeah. I wish I knew the chords to do. It kind of actually would work if I just played those chords.
You should do the hook. Yeah.
Why you wanna give me the run around?
Well, that's kind of fun. I like it.
I don't know how to play that song at all. Not even a little bit.
Well, we'll leave it to the experts then. That's very funny that you thought that song, that line was from them.
I did not know. I thought I knew a lot of the famous lines from Poe, but I don't know.
I'm
Once Upon a
surprised.
Midnight Dreary. I thought that was.
I would have figured that you would have known that poem really well because of the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror episode.
Yes. Well, I know that. I know the Simpsons, the Treehouse episode, but I don't think that they say "Once Upon a Midnight Dreary."
I think they do. I think that's how they start the episode.
Oh, really?
And we could check if the Simpsons were not now bought out by Disney, because we can't look at the Treehouse of Horror episodes right now.
I'm so bummed.
I know.
Because you have to have Disney?
I know. It's the
Disney
only
Plus?
streaming service we don't have because
We had it for a while, but I don't. It's if you're not watching Marvel shows and movies, there's not a reason to have it all the time.
yeah, and I saw that there was that incident in whatever Disney World, Disneyland, and they something like people were served food
that guy that died.
Did he die or he had a really bad allergic reaction? Something like that.
He died.
And they were like, well, based on the agreement that you signed when you subscribed to Disney Plus, you can't sue the Disney Corporation.
His wife
for
can't
anything.
sue Disney because they had Disney Plus, and he died at Disney World or wherever.
Because they gave him a food he was allergic to. So on principle,
I heard it was a salad. It was a salad dressing.
I heard it was a Makoto ginger dressing, which should have been refrigerated but was not for potentially up to several weeks, despite its claim to be shelf stable.
Ooh, dodged a bullet there.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Andrew said they threw the argument out of court and the wife died.
The wife died too?
No, just the wife.
The
husband was suing.
Too? Oh, okay.
So sad. So sad.
Terrible.
So that's why we'll never know. We'll never know how that Treehouse of Horror starts. I think they do the whole poem.
Oh. I probably wasn't paying attention to it then.
Wow.
I don't know how I missed it. So it seems like it's a very famous line.
Yes.
I just knew, the part where they go, Raven, nevermore. But the whole idea for the song, I was like, oh, I got to put That's So Raven in there. That's So Raven, nevermore. That's hilarious.
Yeah. I was thinking about how accessible that is to young people, like Gen Zers. And I think Gen Zers are probably more familiar with Edgar Allan Poe than they are with the show That's So Raven.
Yeah, it's not that topical anymore. I mean,
Well,
if I wrote
she's
the
so
song
crazy
20
now,
years
too.
ago. Yeah, she's nuts.
Yeah.
She's so Raven.
She.
Stark Raven, mad.
Oh.
Simone.
Well, let's hear another Baldwin. Also, he wrote that in 1845. It's a long time ago. You've had time to do the research about that line.
I didn't do any research. I didn't read a lot of Poe. I had one of those books that has all of his stuff when I was a kid. And I don't know, I was kind of bored by it.
He puts the Poe in poetry, so you gotta read it if you want to understand
Edgar
the canon
Allan
at all.
poem.
Can't beat him, poem, So, anyway, let's hear another Baldwin
All right.
treat.
What do you want to hear?
What do you want to play?
Let's see. Maybe I'll try to do a newer one.
Let's hear it.
these are hard to do without there being bass, so that I could do all the lead guitar work, which is just noise most of the time. But I'll try to do what I can with some of these. Here's a fun one. You might recognize some of these lines if you are a fan of horror movies.
Hail to the king, baby, come get some. Let's go get the book of the dead. Fight to the right side, and then the next side until I should the word. Little baby, I didn't say every single little tiny syllable now. But basically, I said that, yeah, everything's cool. I said the words. Alright, you primitive screw hands, listen up. Do you see this? This is my boomstick. Someone midnight food seller, someone with a fresh soul. Let's get down into that cellar, carve ourselves a way. Look, baby, I didn't say every single little tiny syllable now, but basically I said that, yeah, everything's cool. I said the words. Alright, you primitive screw hands, listen up. Do you see this? This is my boomstick. Alright, you primitive screw hands, listen up. Do you see this? This is my boomstick. Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pal. Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pal. Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pal. Well, hello, Mr. Fancy
Anyway,
I love that song. It's so good. It's so good.
that's a fun one. Evil Dead lyrics made up of quotes from the Evil Dead movies.
I love it.
Evil Dead.
The only bad thing is, like, what if they decide to make another one? You know?
Well, then I got to take the quotes from the Ash. What is Ash versus the Evil Dead?
Evil Dead, yeah, the show.
The TV show, which was great.
It was really great. The plot really kind of fell apart for me, but I just didn't care about that.
You don't watch any of that stuff for the plot anyway. You watch it for Bruce Campbell.
Oh, he's so great. He's so great. He's so great. Like, just I have such a crush on him from specifically Army of Darkness.
Oh yeah.
That
he's the most hunky in Army of Darkness.
He also is like the biggest. He has that hero complex that is just so great. And then you also see him fucking up so it's like kind of satisfying because he messes everything up, but he thinks he's so great.
Yeah.
But then everything ends up okay. It's wonderful.
I love it. And the show too. I recommend the show if anybody has the chance to check it out.
It's pretty great. It's pretty
Maybe
great.
better than the movies. I said it.
Oh.
And I love those movies.
Oh.
Definitely better than Evil Dead 1.
Oh yeah, that one was fun. But they didn't really let Bruce Campbell be Bruce Campbell until the second one.
Yeah. Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness is what we're really talking about.
Love that. And honestly, like the first one, great effects, great visuals. I mean, I love, and you know this, I love a forest nighttime scene, backlit, foggy, smoky as hell. I love that. One of my favorite images to see in any scary movie.
Yeah. And there's plenty of it.
They did it. They did it so well there.
Did it.
They did that.
You're doing a Sopranos thing?
Yeah, my favorite line from The Sopranos. This is also a niche character. Maybe I'll be Christopher from that moment of The Sopranos.
When he's on heroin?
When he's on heroin and Tony yells at him for doing something, and he's all just drugged up. He's like, I didn't.
I didn't.
It's the best. It's the best. Also, maybe be Polly Walnuts. I could be a Polly Walnuts.
Oh, Polly Walnuts with the wings.
With the wings. Yeah. Also, based on their the podcast that Steve Sharippa and Michael Imperioli did, you want to gauge Polly Walnut's wings. The proper term is wingometer.
The wingometer to measure
The greatness of the wings.
Yeah, because they evolve as the show goes on.
They do.
They get bigger, more elaborate.
Yes. Tony Sirico, the actor who played Polly Walnuts, had a specific hair guy he would go to dye all of his hair black, and then also do a secondary service to dye just the wings white.
And he had his own hair guy. He didn't let the hair people on the show touch his hair.
I love him. His level of like compulsion is I just love it. He used to like give people Tic Tacs all the time. Like there was no like
they said.
Yeah, he used to give him like some sort of like antiseptic mouth spray because he was just so worried about germs. He was like such a germaphobe. I just love him. That's gonna be me. I'm gonna have wings, stress wings. I'm just gonna be spraying people in the mouth all the time. You're welcome. Definitely not serving anybody any salad.
No salads from here on out.
If anybody on the show is watching and for whatever reason I offer you a salad at any point in time, I have been kidnapped and it is a ruse.
Just say no. Just say no to salads.
Well, what more songs would you like to play? I mean, obviously, the first song from the second album.
The first? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let me try that out. Is my bass loud enough? You think?
Yeah.
Another hard one without the bass, having a bass player, but. They're eating her! And then they're going to eat me! Oh my God!
like that little. Also, just to clarify for the lore, it wasn't the salad that had toxins. It was the salad dressing.
It was yeah.
So,
but you know, they're half man, half plant.
yeah.
So
It's funny, every time I hear that song, like either you play it or I hear it when I stream it, I'm like, what? I always think you say half man, half clam. And I think
half clam.
Yeah. What? But like, what a dumb creature that would be. Half man, half clam.
That's not scary. Or is
No,
it?
I don't know. He just like folds in half, like a pull-out couch or something.
It's like a flip phone.
Yeah.
It's half man, half plant isn't particularly scary either.
But that's like that thing from Little Shop of Horrors, you know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's not really man. That's just. I know.
You gotta do a Baldwin song with that.
I know. Good luck. That is such a hard. Those registers are so high for some of those characters. You guys could do it.
I don't even know this. I know it has songs, but I don't. I'm not that familiar.
Feed me, Seymour.
I thought Blues Traveler wrote that whole movie.
Yeah, they did actually. It's so crazy. The movie came out after Blues Traveler did.
Yeah.
Well, we are coming up to the end of our show. Do you want to play one more song?
Yeah.
And then we'll say goodnight.
We'll say goodnight. Are we saying goodnight now, or are we saying
Let's say goodnight now, and then we'll walk off into the mysterious mist of nighttime.
Yes. Thank you to Evil Dave for Venmoing us and also just hanging out. And
yes.
He said he's happy that we didn't die from the salad.
Oh, this time. Don't ever eat a salad ever again. Thank you to everyone in the Zoom. Thanks to Andrew and Joyce and Dave and our producers, Annie and Jay and Comedy Hub. And thanks to everybody in Twitch. There are a few of you hanging out in there. Thanks to, I think, the 2 people watching us on YouTube. We appreciate it. They might be ghosts, which would be very appropriate and timely. Yeah. Have a very safe and fun Halloween. Don't forget to vote. And Anthony, take us away.
All right. Well, you know what? How could I not play this song at this point with all the talk about you poisoning me?
Oh boy.
Here we go. This one's for you.
My wife is a serial killer. My bride is a real blood spiller. My wife is a serial killer and I'm already dead. She threw an axe at me. Now I am a real zombie. Guess I'll have to break the news that I got no life to lose. My wife
For now.
Or am I? Good night, everybody.
Good night.